20 to 10. Now, where do you listen to the radio? Do you listen in the car? Do you listen in the kitchen? Or in the shed? Or maybe, and you might be doing this right now, I don't know, you might be in the shower listening to the radio. Well, getting clean could be going green, thanks to a Gloucester inventor. This is a brilliant idea. And in fact, to demonstrate it, you join me in my bathroom at home to test this revolutionary bit of shower power. You've heard of hydroelectric power. Brilliant idea, isn't it? There's one other way of being green in the bathroom, and I suppose that's to share your shower with a friend. I'm not talking a real person on this occasion, I'm talking about the radio. Of course, the radio is nice when you're in the shower, but it uses batteries, it uses power. But this is a clever idea. This radio is powered by the water you use in the shower. So I'm now going to have a shower and try this whole thing out. I'm going to strip off. Yeah, I'm glad it's radio, because you can't see a thing. Shower curtain. Let's switch the shower on and tune around the dial. Yep.
I know some hearty-focused party jokes, but...
You are not an Italian.
Spoon of the water from the pasta goes into the oil.
Rain. And Rotterdam. Anna King, good afternoon to your BBC Radio Gloucestershire.
It's Anna King.
So, I don't know whether your
I
car
never thought I'd have a shower with Anna King. But of course there's a first time for everything. Now the clever guy who came up with this idea is no stranger to invention. I went to meet him at his headquarters in Gloucester.
Vivian Blick, Managing Director of Tango Group Limited. The water in your showers is water that you paid for. So you've paid to bring that water into your shower and to wash your body, and then it goes down the drain. And that is actually energy and your money going down the drain. Yes, it's done a job, but it could do another job. It can actually power something. It could drive, in this case, a microturbine. That microturbine drives a generator which makes electricity, which in this case runs a radio.
And you keep coming back to radios, don't you? Because radios are something that you've worked on before.
Yeah, back in 96, 97, with Trevor Bayliss, the original wind-up or clockwork radio inventor, I launched that product in the UK with him and the company. And we went on over the years now to sell over 10 million wind-up radios worldwide. So radio is a key feature, and that's partly why we've come back to radio, because we know it so well.
So you'd have to have done quite a bit of research on this. I mean, first of all, do you know how many people listen to the radio in the shower?
We don't know exactly how many people listen to the radio in the shower, but what we do know is that a couple of years ago, there was a fish-shaped shower radio that was actually recorded as being the fastest selling radio, not just shower radio, but radio in the United Kingdom. So we know people love having the radio in the shower. The problem with the normal shower radio is the batteries will eventually go flat, and because you're in the shower, you're not about to hop out of the shower and run down to the supermarket to buy some more batteries. So when you get out of the shower, you forget about it until tomorrow, and that carries on and carries on. Eventually the batteries corrode and you pull it out and you throw it away and it goes to landfill. So we know there's a demand there. What we wanted to do was create a product that had some longevity and would last for many, many, many years.
So let's have a look at one of these then. You've got some of the prototypes in front of you. And how does it basically work? I mean, you could actually fit this yourself as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's very much fit it yourself. You don't need a plumber. You don't need any tools. It's a finger-tight installation. It's around about 20 seconds to install. So it's literally anyone can do it. It will fit the vast majority of showers anywhere in Europe, particularly in the UK. Once it's fitted, when you turn the shower on, that jet of water passing through the radio on its way to the shower head before it hits you will basically turn the turbine, run the generator, create electricity, and will switch on the radio.
And he's absolutely soaked. And today the staff at IT
The nice thing is, obviously we're not in the shower at the moment. I'll just turn it off so you can hear me. What the H2O shower radio does, it uses energy from the water to run the radio, but it also stores any additional energy into a small battery so that you can play it after you've come out of the shower, while you're brushing teeth, hair, doing your makeup, whatever else you're doing in the bathroom. And it's loud enough, in fact, that you can actually carry on running it throughout the house almost. It's a sort of loud enough sound. So as we're demonstrating now, we've got the energy that was used previously in the shower, stored that for use later, and we're using that in the office today.
Because that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, I thought, okay, great, you got the radio on for your shower for a few minutes, then you want to carry on listening to the programme when you're brushing your teeth. You'd have to keep the shower running. But you've got around that by having the sort of recharging thing.
Yeah, what we've got inside, we've essentially got a very simple internal rechargeable battery. So when you take a shower, you may have the radio on, you may not have the radio on some days. Maybe you're getting up very early, you don't want to disturb the rest of the household, so you may not have the radio on. But that energy is not wasted, we store it. Or if you have the radio on, you have it on quite quietly, there's excess energy, and we store that. So basically, we're not throwing any energy away at all. And then when the radio is fully charged up, it will run for several hours after you get out of the shower. So if you shower most days, then most days you're going to have a radio to listen to both in the shower and in the bathroom and round and about for quite a time after you get out.
That's really clever. And the other thing I was going to ask you was, because you're taking energy out of the flow of the water, does that mean that you're going to have a limp shower?
Absolutely not, no. Obviously, from a physics point of view, there is a tiny amount of reduction of flow, but as a human, you would not notice it. You'd have to put this into a laboratory condition with lots of sensors and monitors. Yes, there's a tiny, tiny amount of reduction, but it's not noticeable. And compared to what you get back in terms of radio, it's a pretty good deal.
So if you like a really powerful shower, you won't lose out, it'll still be there.
Well, even with a non-powerful shower, even if you've got a pretty standard domestic, very simple water, dual system water or electric shower, it will run and it will store energy as well. If you've got a power shower, then you've literally got your own electricity generating plant running there, because you've got so much power there. You could do so much with it. But for the average shower in the average home, there's more than enough energy to run the radio and store the excess energy.
And at the moment, this is a really neat little machine. I'd say it's about 5 inches across, 2 inches high, and it looks stylish. It'll look nice, and you can get different colours for different bathrooms. When you were building this, when you were coming up with a prototype, did it look anything like this?
No, it was several times bigger, and it was basically a ramshackle bunch of wires, electronic circuits, water pipes in and out. And the very first one ran on a hose pipe in my shed, as well. All good inventions sort of begin their lives in sheds, just like Trevor's did all those years ago. So it ran on a hose pipe. Once the concept's proved, refine it a little bit, take it to the bathroom, install it into a shower unit, run it again. Again, at this stage, still lots of wires, lots of pipes. Probably about the size was around about a foot cubed altogether, with everything together. And then we start really shrinking it down, and then it goes to our partners in China, where we have an R&D team, and they then take the whole concept, the working concept, and start engineering it down to a size where it's usable for everyday use. And that's sort of my bit's the fun bit, is proving the concept. It can be done. Their bit, if you like, is the harder bit, where it's an iterative process of chiseling away day by day, reducing the size by the next millimetre, reducing the cost, increasing the efficiency, and that's a day-by-day process which takes several months, to the point where you get to the finished product.
That is a great idea, isn't it? Vivian Blick, Gloucester inventor. You'll hear more from him later on. Do you listen to the radio in the shower then? I know I do. And it's a little tranny on the shelf, and I always feel worried about switching it on and off and things with wet fingers. So this is a waterproof thing. It's a clever idea. And I know what you're thinking. How much is it going to cost? Well, I'll tell you later on. I'll tell you how you can get hold of them. And he's got some more ideas up his sleeve as well for future operations using shower power. So that's to come later on. And